What's up, y'all? Toya here, and I am back with another video for y'all. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys either like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, y'all, so as gig workers, we have to deal with a lot. And unfortunately, a lot of the headache that we do have to deal with, it does stem from the customer's side. You know, some of y'all, I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all just be doing way too much. You know, just making our lives a lot more difficult than it needs to be. And unfortunately, a lot of y'all that be making it hard for us, a lot of y'all don't be tipping. And while I am an advocate for tipping, I believe that as drivers completing a service, a luxury service at that drivers, they are deserving of tips. It's more than just monetary value, it's about the respect in my eyes. Now, I've heard and seen so many arguments from non-tippers as far as, you know, the reason why they don't tip. And honestly, some of their reasonings, you know, it actually does make sense. I actually agree with some of them. The argument that it's not my job to pay your wage, and you're right, that should not be a burden on the customer. That pay should come from the company. But unfortunately, since we know that the companies like to take advantage of their drivers, you know, like I said before, out of respect, I still think that a tip is warranted in this situation. Something else some people might say is that, hey, you took the order, so why are you complaining about it? Also, very valid. There are way too many drivers that take orders when they know that they're not going to get a tip and then still expect to be tipped. They either take it out on the customer, confront them, whatever, you know, it's just childish in my opinion. Again, I agree with that statement, because if you took the order, you gotta own it. But there is one statement that I will never understand, and that's the get a real job argument. So let's try to break this down. First of all, let's define what is a real job. I would assume that these folks would mean a 9-to-5 job, something with some sort of career advancement, maybe, you know, could be something in corporate, could be physical labor, you know, something along the lines of that. You know, you got your 401k, you got your pension. Is that what a real job is? Well, here's what a real job is in my eyes. It's a job that pays you real money to pay off your bills, pay off your debts, take care of your family. And hey, maybe you have a little bit of extra money to go on a vacation or splurge a little bit, treat yourself. And guess what? Gig workers can do just that. Now, some people might argue that doing gig work full-time is not sustainable. And personally, I just think it depends on a few different factors, including your market, the apps that you use, and simply what responsibilities that you have. But that's a topic for another day. But I mentioned full-time gig work because for whatever reason, you know, there are a lot of people that make the assumption that that's the only type of work that that person is doing. They see a delivery driver and they're like, oh, you know, they're doing deliveries, they're uneducated, they're broke, they can't find a real job. But that's actually not the case. There is a large percentage of people who actually just do gig work on the side in addition to whatever other jobs that they have, whether it's a W-2 or they just do a bunch of side jobs or whatever. Now, before we continue, I want to do a quick test. If you were to see me for the first time, you know, I'm dropping off something, some food, some groceries, whatever it may be. You see me for the first time. What do you think that I do for a living? Just a random question, you know, and taking YouTube out of the equation, you know, let's just assume, like I said, this is the first time that you're meeting me, you're seeing me deliver whatever you ordered, right? What's the assumption that you're going to make about me, if any assumption? You know, what do you think I do for a living? How do you think I make my money? Do you think I'm broke? Do you think I'm uneducated? Do you think I got a bunch of kids, no kids, not married, whatever? What do you think? What's your assumption? Well, I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. I've been working in my field for close to 10 years now. You know, I'm still in that field. I'm married, got a mortgage, no kids yet, but I do have 2 cats. And I'm working towards financial freedom and working for myself. So, yeah. Now, could you have guessed that without me actually telling you this? Probably not. And you don't need every single driver's life story. You don't need to know all of those details about everyone that you're meeting. But at the same time, you also shouldn't make those assumptions either. Assumptions, they can hurt. You don't know what somebody is going through outside of that delivery job that they're completing for you. And believe it or not, just to kind of take a quick jab at some of these folks, you know, a lot of delivery drivers that you see, they actually might be making more than you. Because 9 times out of 10, they probably have multiple streams of income. Like I said, whether that's a W-2, you know, maybe they own their own business and, you know, they have a bunch of different side jobs or whatever it may be. But, you know, this might not be their primary source of income. So yeah, never assume based off of what you see. But with the economy continuing to grow into this huge mess, people have no choice but to turn to some type of side job. Like literally for me, at one point, I felt like I was making some pretty good money. But over the years, when your basic living expenses, they shoot up 20, 30, 40% or whatever, and your salary is only going up maybe 2 to 3% every single year, you know, the math is not mathing. So you are forced to find something else to close that gap. I've told this story a few times, so I'm gonna keep it short. But I started in 2022. That's my official start of my journey in gig work. And the reason I got into it was because our property taxes had shot up like crazy. And we had to find a way to pay that down fast. So after doing gig work for a few months, we managed to get everything paid down. And, you know, I just continued to do gig work on the side, you know, have some extra money on the side, pay off some debts, and start this channel. So let me ask you, paying off my property taxes with the money that I made from gig work, you know, that was real money, right? Sounds like I did a real job to get my money to pay off what I owed, right? Sounds like a real job in my book, in my opinion. You know, for whatever reason, people, they're acting like we getting paid monopoly money and, you know, we just riding around for fun. Like, woo, you know, we having fun doing deliveries, da-da-da-da, whatever. Like, no, we out here grinding. We out here getting in. We getting to this money. This is not a game. But unfortunately, people are still going to think that, hey, you know, it's not a real job. It's not a real job in their eyes for whatever reason. It's kind of similar to how people think that content creators, you know, content creation is not a real job in their eyes as well. You know, you have people that are literally making thousands, some people making millions off of content creation. And they look at them like, nah, that's not a job. They'll leave all these negative comments in their comment section. And it's funny how they don't understand how the algorithm works when it comes to content creation. You know, the more you engage, the more comments you leave, whether they're positive or hate comments, you know, that's more engagement. That means the video is going to get pushed around. They're going to get more views and they're going to make more money. You're actually helping them make more money with your hate. So while you're typing away, get a real job, get a job, blah, 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 you know, you fill in their pockets some more. So congratulations. Congratulations. But in all seriousness, you know, people have different ways to go ahead and pay their bills, you know, whether it's content creation, gig work, whatever it may be. Like I said, they're paying off their bills, they're paying off their debts, they're buying their houses, they're buying their cars, whatever it may be. You know, they are getting real money from whatever side job that they're doing. And that does include gig work. All jobs are important, whether it's low skilled or not. We literally rely on these people every single day. So if everybody did go and decide to get a real job, who's going to be left to do your deliveries? Who's going to be left to serve your food at the restaurant or stock the shelves at the store or even clean the public restrooms? Man, I swear, those folks, they do not get enough credit. It could not be me. It could not be me. So respect everybody's job, because you might not be thinking about them now, but I guarantee you, if they were gone, you would most definitely notice. And you have another thing to complain about. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to go ahead and discuss this a little bit. But, you know, it's just funny because I even see that comment sometimes in my comment section. You know, get a real job. You're not doing whatever. You don't even know me. You don't even know what I do outside of YouTube or delivery work or anything like that. You know, people make these assumptions and it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I can say. It's just crazy. So, but hey, maybe you guys would like to share a little bit about what you guys do outside of gig work. You know, what's your W-2 job? Do you have any other hobbies or anything else that you like to do? But yeah, let me know, guys, and let me know in the comments. Now, before I go, I have to remind you guys to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. And as always, stay safe out there and keep grinding.